China just broke the luxury car market. They're building mini cars that look like Gucci handbags on wheels, with screens bigger than your iPad, luxury seats that massage you, and here's the real shocker, most of them cost less than your iPhone payments for a year. I'm not kidding. Some of these cars are so good it makes our budget Western cars look like flip phones from 2008. So buckle up, because today we're counting down the top 5 most luxury Chinese mini cars coming to shock the world. And trust me, number 1 will hurt your patriotism a little bit. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we're diving into a future that's gonna make Tesla sweat. Number 5, Zeekr X. All right, kicking off our list with something that's basically Elon's worst nightmare in a smaller package. The Zeekr X, a mini luxury EV that looks like it came straight out of a cyberpunk movie. This isn't your average compact EV. The Zeekr X is a luxury rocket pod for urban elites. 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds. Yeah, you heard that right, 3 seconds. Imagine rolling up in something the size of a hatchback, flooring it, and watching a Mustang driver in your rearview mirror questioning his life choices. That's the Zeekr X experience. From the outside, this thing screams premium, but make it futuristic. Picture a Porsche Macan that went to Shanghai for a fashion upgrade. Sharp LED eyes, hidden door handles, a floating roofline, and those bold Zeekr curves that look sculpted by AI. It's not trying to be cute like a Mini Cooper. No, this thing has attitude. Even parked, it looks like it's doing 80 miles per hour. Every detail feels deliberate, from the razor-thin DRLs to the tucked-in rear end. It's like Scandinavian design met Blade Runner and had a very expensive baby. Now the inside, bro, this is where you start questioning your life decisions. You sit down expecting city car, and suddenly you're in a mini spaceship. The centerpiece? A massive central display that literally slides across the dash on electric rails. Yes, the screen moves. It's wild. You can shift it to face the passenger like a cinematic experience, or bring it back to the driver's side for that cockpit feel. Soft touch materials everywhere. No cheap plastics in sight. Ambient lighting runs along the panels, glowing like a 5-star hotel bar. The digital interface is sleek and snappy. Seriously, your Tesla screen will feel like a 2010 iPad after you touch this one. Even the seats, with Scandinavian stitching and premium leather, make you wonder how on earth this car cost under 20 grand. It's like IKEA met Bentley and decided to start an EV brand. It's compact, yeah, but smartly designed. 4 adults can sit comfortably, and the trunk? Surprisingly deep. Fold down the back seats and you can literally fit a Costco haul. It's the perfect city meets weekend car combo. Under the skin, it's a beast. Dual motor AWD setup pushing out nearly 430 horsepower. That's insane for something this size. And yet it gives you around 440 kilometers, that's about 270 miles, of guilt-free fun. Smooth, silent, and instant torque the second you even think about touching the pedal. And before you think it's all show and no safety, this thing's packed. Lane assist, adaptive cruise, auto brake, blind spot monitoring, the full ADAS suite. Even the body structure is reinforced like a tank, scoring top marks in crash tests. Zeekr's not just flexing tech, they're making sure you stay alive while enjoying it. And now the jaw drop moment. The Zeekr X starts around $19,000 in China. $19,000. That's less than a used Corolla in the US. You could literally buy this brand new EV for the price of a 6-year-old gas burner. It's unfair. At this point, I'm convinced Chinese automakers are speed-running capitalism. So here's my question. Would you buy a 3-second, 430 horsepower mini EV for under 20 grand if it came to the States? Or would you still rather pay double for a gas car that can't even parallel park itself? Let me know in the comments, because coming up next, number 4 is from NIO, and it's got luxury DNA that could make even Mercedes nervous. Number 4, NIO Firefly. All right, number 4 on our list is coming in hot from one of China's most premium EV brands, NIO. These guys are famous for building $70,000 luxury cars that make Teslas look basic. But this time they've done something no one saw coming. They've gone many. Yep, the NIO Firefly is their small luxury city EV, and it's honestly so well built, you'll start wondering what we've been paying for all these years in the West. Here's what's insane. NIO took their luxury DNA and crammed it into a small hatchback that still looks more elegant than most $40,000 cars. And get this, you can swap the battery in 3 minutes. No charging, no waiting, just drive into a station and boom, full battery. Meanwhile, we're still out here fighting over who gets the one working charger at Walmart. Visually, the Firefly is sleek, smooth, and classy. It's got that European chic vibe, soft curves, sculpted sides, and futuristic lighting. Honestly, it looks like Audi would design something if they actually cared about small cars. The headlights are thin and expressive, almost like the car's winking at you. You can tell it was built for Europe. Small streets, tight parking spots, but without giving up any of that NIO elegance. From every angle, it screams premium. Even the wheels look stylish, multi-spoke alloys with just enough aggression to say, yeah, I may be small, but I'm luxury. Step inside and your brain short circuits for a second, because how the heck does a compact city EV look and feel like a $60K lounge on wheels? We're talking suede-trimmed dashboards, ambient lighting that dances to your music, and that huge central touchscreen paired with the minimalist digital cluster. And then there's NIO's signature AI assistant, Nomi, a little round-eyed robot that sits on the dash, turns to face you, and actually talks back. It can control your AC, your seat heat, your lights, even tell you jokes when you're bored in traffic. It's creepy but cool, like Siri if she actually cared about you. There's wireless charging, a 360-degree sound system, smart parking assist, and everything just feels premium. Even the door chime sounds like it was composed by Bose. The Firefly's made for city life. Compact, easy to park, but surprisingly roomy inside. You've got enough space for 4 adults, decent trunk room, and storage all around. It's cozy, but not cramped. Pure electric, of course. Single motor or dual motor, depending on trim. Range, about 300 kilometers, 186 miles, but the real flex is that battery swap tech. You roll into a NIO station, the old battery slides out, a new one slides in, and you're back on the road faster than you can finish your coffee. It's like EV magic. Of course, NIO doesn't mess around with safety. You've got lane keeping, collision avoidance, driver monitoring, blind spot detection, and a structure built to European crash standards. It's safe, smart, and stupidly stylish. And now here's the wild part. With NIO's battery as a service system, you can get the Firefly for as low as $11,000. $11,000 for a brand new NIO. Even if you buy it outright, it's only around $17K. That's less than a base Honda Civic, and this thing has a robot living inside it. So what do you think? If NIO launched the Firefly in the US tomorrow, would you trust a mini Chinese luxury car over your local brands? Because honestly, this thing's looking like the iPhone moment for EVs. And just wait. Number 3 is a car you've probably already seen go viral on TikTok. Number 3, BYD Seagull. Okay, let's talk about the car that's got Elon Musk losing sleep. Because this little thing, the BYD Seagull, might just be the most dangerous budget EV in the world. Don't let the cute name fool you. Seagull sounds harmless, but this bird's been dive-bombing Tesla's sales charts across China. And when you hear how cheap it is, you'll realize why it's got everyone from Detroit to Silicon Valley sweating bullets. The Seagull looks like it was designed by someone who got tired of boring city cars. Sharp angles, bold creases, and a stance that makes it look like it's ready to punch above its weight. The front has those angry eagle eye LEDs, giving it some serious presence on the road. From the side, it's compact and confident, like it knows it's small but still dares you to laugh at the next stoplight. It's the kind of design that says, yeah, I'm cute, but I'll dust you at the next stoplight. Step inside and you'll instantly go, wait, this is under 10 grand? You get a clean, modern cabin, floating central touchscreen, digital driver display, 2-spoke steering wheel, and seats that look straight out of a concept car. The materials are simple, sure, but they're well finished. Everything feels tight, precise, and more premium than any Western car at this price point. And the tech, BYD packed it with all the essentials. Apple CarPlay, climate control, 360-degree cameras, even over-the-air updates. There's even a wireless charger in a $9,000 car. Let that sink in. Here's where it really gets wild. You can pick between 2 versions, one with a 30 kilowatt-hour battery and another with 38 kilowatt-hour. The bigger one gives you up to 405 kilometers, that's about 250 miles, of range on the CLTC cycle. And thanks to BYD's legendary Blade battery, safety and longevity are on another level. This isn't some cheap lithium gamble. It's the same tech used in cars that cost 3 times as much. Charging? Fast charging gets you from 30% to 80% in around 30 minutes. Grab a coffee and you're good to go again.
Starting at $9,700 and topping out at around $12,000 for the long-range version. That's less than the destination fee on most American EVs. For this price, you're getting a stylish, high-tech EV that costs less than your annual gas bill.
Number 2. Leapmotor T03. Alright, imagine a car that looks like a toy from the outside. But the moment you step inside, it feels like you just entered a tech startup CEO's daily commuter. That's the Leapmotor T03, a tiny electric city car that's quietly outclassing vehicles 3 times its price. This thing's so underrated, it's like the sleeper hit of Chinese EVs. No drama, no big marketing, just pure, smart design. And this isn't a bare-bones golf cart pretending to be a car. Nah, this thing has a digital cockpit, app connectivity, even adaptive cruise on higher trims. It's like Leapmotor looked at the smart EQ and said, cute, now let's actually make it good. From the outside, the T03 is small, sure, but it's got style. Rounded edges, smooth lines, a wide stance. It's got that friendly, approachable but cool look. Think Fiat 500, but with modern Chinese flavor. The LED headlamps have this glassy, high-end glow. The proportions are perfect for tight cities. Short hood, tall cabin, compact footprint. And somehow it doesn't look cheap. It looks, dare I say it, adorable but confident. The kind of car that pulls up next to you in traffic and makes you smile before it smokes you off the line. Now the interior. This is where the T03 punches way above its weight. You slide in and immediately notice the floating 10-inch touchscreen in the middle. Bright, responsive, packed with apps, even remote car control. Then there's the digital driver's display, a rare sight in this price range. You've got soft touch materials, stitched detailing, cup holders because priorities, and seats that actually hug you instead of punishing your spine. It's got keyless entry, voice control, and even smartphone app functions like pre-cooling your car in the summer. Let's be honest, most American cars at this price point don't even have working Bluetooth. It's compact, no doubt, but inside it's surprisingly roomy. 4 adults can fit comfortably for city commutes, and the rear seats fold down for storage. Need to run grocery errands, gym bags, or small luggage? No problem. It's like the Mary Poppins bag of hatchbacks. Underneath, it's a pure EV. Front-wheel drive, single motor. Power ranges between 55 kilowatts and 80 kilowatts depending on trim, and that top spec gives you the full 403 kilometer range thanks to a 41.3 kilowatt-hour LFP battery. Charging from 30% to 80%, about 30 minutes on fast charge. That's literally a coffee break. And the drive feel? Instant torque, silent acceleration. It's peppy, responsive, and shockingly refined. Perfect for darting through traffic or silently flexing on gas cars at red lights. And before you assume it's unsafe because of the price, it's got multiple airbags, stability control, ABS, and Leapmotor Pilot, which includes lane keeping assist and forward collision warnings. They've even reinforced the chassis with high-strength steel. It's built like a techie little tank. Okay, brace yourself. The base Leapmotor T03 starts at around $8,200 in China. $8,000 for a full-fledged EV with 250 miles of range. And even the long-range version with all the goodies, still under $10K. You could literally buy one of these and a vacation in Thailand and still spend less than a base Model 3. So here's my question. If this thing launched in the US tomorrow for $8,000, would you dump your daily driver for it? Or are we too hooked on oversized SUVs to admit we'd love a cheap, smart city car? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't go anywhere because number 1 is coming up next. And it's so ridiculously affordable, it makes used cars look overpriced. Number 1, Changan Lumin. All right, it's time for the grand finale. And trust me, this one's gonna sting a little bit. Because while most automakers are busy making bloated crossovers that can barely fit in a parking spot, China is out here making miniature luxury pods that look like cartoons, but feel like a spa on wheels. Meet the Changan Lumin,
The car that proves size means nothing when the design team clearly had espresso and vengeance in their system. This thing is small, yes, but it's also stupidly stylish, ridiculously comfortable, and so cheap you'll double check if the price is missing a zero. The Lumin is what happens when a cartoon designer and a luxury consultant team up for chaos. It's got big, round LED eyes, a smiling face, and body-colored bumpers that make it look like it's straight out of a Pixar movie. But the details, chef's kiss, glossy paint finishes, clean panel gaps, tight fitment, it looks like Apple would build if they made cars. It's tiny, under 3.3 meters long, but it commands attention. You could park 3 of these in one Ford F-150 spot, and honestly, all 3 would look cooler. Step inside and your jaw drops, because how does a 6K car look this premium? You get a dual screen setup, one for driving info, another for infotainment. The center screen runs Changan's OS with Bluetooth navigation and voice control. The color scheme? Playful yet classy. Think pastel blues, creams, or beige with soft fabrics. The seats are thick, plush, and the materials feel far better than they have any right to at this price. And yes, you even get a rear camera, air conditioning, and keyless start. This is budget done beautifully. Now, don't expect it to drag race a Zeekr X. This one's built for calm city cruising. It comes with 2 motor options, 30 kilowatts, 40 horsepower with 155 kilometers range, and 35 kilowatts, 47 horsepower with up to 301 kilometers range, with a bigger battery, a 17.6 kilowatt-hour LFP pack, which you can top up from 30% to 80% in about 30 minutes on DC fast charge. Perfect for quick pit stops. It's quiet, nimble, and surprisingly solid on the road. No rattles, no weird vibrations. It feels well engineered. You'd think at this price they'd skip safety, but nope. The Lumin gets dual airbags, tire pressure monitoring, ABS, EBD, and even low-speed collision alerts. It's built under Changan's strict EV safety platform, so yes, it's more than a toy. Now, let's talk money. The base Changan Lumin? Around $6,000. Top trim with a bigger battery? Just over $8,000. Let that sink in. For less than the cost of a used Civic bumper replacement, you get a fully electric, touchscreen-equipped, city-ready EV that looks like it belongs in a fashion ad. It's the definition of, why does this even exist for this cheap? So here's the million-dollar question. Would you actually daily drive something this tiny if it looked this good and cost this little? Because honestly, this might be the car that forces the West to wake up. And before you go, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment. If these cars came to your city tomorrow, which one would you buy? The rocket-fast Zeekr X, the techie Leapmotor, or this adorable Changan Lumin that cost less than your iPhone? Because one thing's for sure, China just turned budget car into a lifestyle flex.